Record. Okay, good morning, everybody. How are you? July 31st. I cannot believe it. Summer is flying by. I hope you guys are having fun. We have Amethyst and Jenna and I actually on today. We have someone else, but I don't really know who that is. I'm sure you guys can see that it just says like a whole bunch of letters. So, yeah. So welcome, whoever that is. But we know we are in like the throes of summer. School starting is just around the corner and people are finishing up vacations and got all sorts of stuff going on. So we kind of want to go over today just some end of the summer stuff, what's happening in August, some things that are coming up on the horizon, just calendar stuff. I will be working on this week putting together a team calendar. I want to get back to that. I am allowed to work a little bit, which is exciting. I've been working with my doctor, just a little aside. I tried to do the lift workout yesterday, and he wanted me to try different things. Super light, like 5-pound little weights and doing nothing else really, but I'm not quite ready. Oh, there's my child. Bye, hon. Have a great day. There we go. Live parenting. And unfortunately, I was in a ton of pain yesterday, so I have to stick to just walking and running right now, and just a little bit of working. But I plan this week to make a calendar. Amethyst and I have been talking about the details of personal volume, how to stay active, what you need for each of the ranks of Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, and above in order to get leads and all that good stuff. So I'm going to be putting a document together about that. We're going to be sharing information based on what we learn. And then I'll be putting together a document so that we can just have that in our files on our team page, because it's a lot of numbers it's a lot of numbers and a lot of information that's important but hard to remember because it changes for different ranks and things like that. So we're going to get you that information so we can clarify that and have all the details for you there so you can go back and check. So a couple things. Here in California, our schools are starting, at least in our area, they start on the 13th of August. Amethyst, yours too? Are you guys the 13th or the 14th? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jenna, what about you guys?
13th,
we're like
the 16th, close by. Mm-hmm.
So all that. So starting, on August 20th is our third Monday. We'll be starting our Back to School Basics group. And one of the ways that we want to encourage you, this is always a really great group. What's cool is that we have from now until that 20th, the week of the 20th, and even that first week of preseason, to add people. One of the things I talk to people a lot is that as moms especially, we spend a lot of time focusing on our kids during the summer. Our schedules get a little out of whack, and it's really an awesome group to invite people to, that as school gets back and our kids get back to their school and we get back to routine, we get back to our routine of taking care of ourselves. So this is usually a great kickoff group, and it'll be, like I said, Back to School Basics. I'll be making that, that group on Facebook, and then I'll share that with you guys. But that's just something to invite to. August 20th, Back to School Basics. We still have our Lift 4 group going on, and that's going well. We have an ongoing To Be mindset, and we have our coach groups. One of the things that I'm finding effective, because my coaches, some of my coaches that I've signed up, I don't know very well. Some I do, some have been in our groups, some have not, that I personally am kind of just going through our coach group individually with each person. So we need to have a conversation about how we want to do all that moving forward, but a lot of times issues just come up. I mean, Jenny, you and I have dealt with this, where issues come up as you talk to people, and that's when you need information how to do stuff. And even if you've done the coach training, the time when you really need the help is the first time you're kind of going through things with a new client or a new customer. So each person that's kind of working differently. I am going to tell you this, that on September 13th through 16th, Melanie is having her retreat in Orlando, and I will be going to that, and Amethyst and Aaron will be going to that. Because of their rank in the business, I was allowed to invite them, which is awesome. So we're going to get training that we're going to bring back to you guys, but also we are going to carve out time for just the three of us to get together, and we're going to really work on stuff for our team. And so I'm super, super excited about that, because the three of us, we talk, we share ideas, but we never have time to just sit down and kind of really kind of revamp stuff for our team. We've spent, you guys know, Erin and I have spent a ton of time going through a ton of training material and figuring out how to downsize this, how to make it simple and doable for anybody at any stage in life. One of the hardest things is when we start this business, we feel overwhelmed with all the information and how to do it in addition to a job or parenting or whatever it is that we're doing. And our goal and our passion is to keep the focus on serving others, helping people reach their goals, being the best coach that we can be, but there are some systems that we have to learn. And so, and as Amethyst has grown in her business, we are the three of us working together to make this as simplified as possible. And so we are super excited to spend we have like 3.5 days together, and we're just excited to, like I said, learn from Melanie and the other training, but also take some time away from everybody else, and just the three of us get together, and we're going to be talking, like revamping, really looking at our coach training. We're going to be looking at our challenge group stuff. We're really going to be talking a lot and planning our retreat. So I want to spend a minute talking about that today. But just getting our team really organized so it's super easy for you to grow your own business, and it's easier and more simplified for you to add people. Because that's the biggest issue that people have, that there's so many little nuances to this business and so much that goes on at the back office, and personal volume for this and team volume for that, and how to stay active and how to not stay active, and that we want to keep the focus on people. We want to keep the focus on helping change lives, and we want to onboard you as a coach as easy as possible. Okay? So just so that you know, we will be gone, and we will be asking people to run groups, to check in, and do those kind of things September 13th through 16th. I would love for the three of us to be able to go away, to know we have this amazing team, that you guys are running things here and checking in and doing all those things, and we can really focus on getting information, becoming better leaders ourselves, and then bringing it all back to you. And so that would be awesome, is over the next couple weeks, you guys message me or post on our team page or whatever that you're willing to take on some days there. And that would just be awesome, so that we can really focus on giving you guys the best from this retreat. So that's September 13th through 16th. So back to August, our back to school basics will be August 20th. And then, like I said, one of the things that we are going to talk about when we're in Orlando, the three of us, is our retreat. We are super, super excited about our retreat. Here's the issue. When we have people coming from all over the country with all sorts of different lives, we know that we're never going to find a date or a weekend that's perfect for everybody. And that's a bummer for us, but we totally accept. And, as we do this every year, hopefully it'll work where we can figure out kind of a weekend that everyone can just set aside and just know a year in advance, like this is our team retreat. For our team retreat, we want to stress, if you are a coach on this team, you're invited. We want to connect with you. We want our team to connect with one another. As I've been talking to people who are interested in coaching, they are so excited. A lot of times the people that I've been talking to about coaching and meet on Instagram or whatever, they've been talking to other coaches to see what a great fit or what's the right fit for them. And one of the things that I keep hearing from people is, this is so cool that you are telling me if I become a coach, then I get to be a part of your retreat, just because you care about building relationships with people and making this team close and committed and a community of support. And Amethyst and Erin and I, this is our passion. that, and when I started this, and the vision I had was that we would be a community, especially of women, but of men too, who build each other up. And so the goal of this retreat is to get away for a few days, all come together from all parts of the country, and just pour into one another, get to know one another. We learn all sorts of new things, of course, and new training, but also connect and share lives so that we can grow together as a community and as a team. So I know that it costs money to get here. I know that it's a lot. We all know that it's a lot to leave your families and to schedule that. But I promise you it will be worth your while. We want to pour into you. We want you to come excited, and we want you to leave being filled up and renewed and restored and excited, not just about your business, but about this passion of helping others, and just the fact that you have such value in our lives and in the lives of people around you. So that is really our goal. So we know that the cost, again, we're going to do real detailed planning when we're in Orlando, but we know the cost. We have a cabin that we're going to be able to go to, Aaron's cabin, and then we also have food and some activities. So we know our cost is going to be somewhere probably around $200 to $250, somewhere around there. Pretty great for food for an entire weekend, a cabin in California, all that. So that's kind of what the cost is. I can't give you the exact until we figure out exactly what we're doing, but we want to also reward you for your hard work. So remember how we talked about, if you hit Success Club 5, then and this is from July all the way till January of next year, is if you hit Success Club 5, we take $5 off. So here's the deal. So we have incentives for every month. Every month you hit Success Club, we take money off of how much you will owe for the retreat. So if you hit SC5, you get $5 off. If you hit SC10, you get $10 off. And if you rank advance, you get $20 off. And we'll just keep adding that up. And then when it comes time to the retreat, we will just take that off the total that you owe. Okay? So our goal is that you would arrive in California on the 31st we want to head up to the cabin around 5 or 7. So keep us posted on your flight information, on all that. And all you have to do is get basically to my house. I think we'll just meet at my house from the airport, and I'll give you guys all that information in Pleasanton. Okay. But then we're going to pile into cars, and we're going to drive the 2 hours up to the cabin, and we're going to have just an amazing, amazing time together. Anything else, Amethyst, about that? Amethyst, can you hear me?
Sorry, I was unmuting myself. I don't have my new calendar. Is that Thursday or Friday?
Thursday. Let me double check.
That we're gonna leave.
I know I don't have my new calendar. It doesn't come out till December, January. So we're gonna leave on that Thursday night. So it will be Thursday night. We'll get up there. Hi, Charlotte. And then we'll be there Friday and Saturday all day together. And then Sunday morning, we'll come back knowing that people have to catch flights. So realistically, we will try to leave as early as possible. We have to clean up and do all those things and have breakfast. So we would recommend that you would maybe get an afternoon flight to head home. So those of you from the East Coast, though, I know it puts you back late. I know when I go to the East Coast for these retreats, I have to leave super early in the morning. So if that's an issue before you book your flight, talk to your coach or your either me or Aaron or Amethyst, and we'll kind of figure out flight and help, whatever, how to get you back from the cabin to the Bay Area, and then you take Uber to the airport or whatever it is. So we'll figure all that out. But I would love for you guys to post below on this in the comments, yes or no, if you're coming. Like, yes, I know I'm coming. no, we have a conflict that weekend, so I can't, or I'm really considering it, or I'm really thinking about it. Just so we can begin to get ideas like, is this something that you're even excited about? Is this something you're interested in? Do we have people that are, wanting to kind of make that commitment to be encouraged in your business and in life and connect with each other and make this a priority? I think it'd be totally worth it. So, okay, what else? Yeah, go.
I'm coming.
Oh, me too. Of course you're coming. Jenna, what about you? Are you thinking about it?
I had to unmute myself. I'm hoping, yes. So the only thing I don't know is my husband's travel schedule and these soccer boys, but I am hoping that if I schedule it soon enough, I can for sure.
Awesome. And I know like Kim Rakowski has moved, and consequently she doesn't even live here anymore, but you guys, I'm really serious. I think it would be really powerful if you can to make the effort to get here. I promise you, Amethyst and I and Erin have been to a bazillion retreats with church and all sorts of stuff, but we know how hard it is to get away, and we know how valuable it is to get away, and I promise you we will do our very best to make it absolutely worth your time. That I can tell you.
I don't doubt that for sure.
We are just super excited about that. Okay, Amethyst, what else? What else do you want to talk about today? I'm trying to think.
This is so fun. I just want you guys to feel like super inspired and excited about the retreat, because we're going to have a balance of fun and education and training, and then just team bonding, because I think we get to be close through our challenge groups and through our coach environment, but being together will be totally different experience. Like when I got to go to Summit last year and met Beth Ann, for example, who lives in New York and I live in California, it was like, it was just so fun to see each other in person and give each other hugs and hear each other's voices live and stuff. So I do just want to encourage you guys to make that a priority. Talk to your, spouse now and say, hey, I'm going on this retreat. So schedule around my trip. And the fact that we are offering an incentive to help pay for you guys to go is super fun. Like, I'm excited about that. And so hopefully you guys will get excited about that. So if you are trying to, hit SC5, you have all day today. So you have, but note, if you're in California, it's 9:00. So that was something that one of my coaches has figured out before. It's not midnight. It is 9:00 p.m. So you have 12 hours. So go back through everybody you've ever talked to before who said maybe not right now, maybe later, and just say, hey, now would this be a better time for you? And I have all these programs available. I would love for you to join me. So just remember that just making a post isn't really an invitation. Now, having posts are important because it shows that you're here and you have a presence and you're still committed. But a direct invitation is what will get you, give you the opportunity to help make an impact in somebody's life and to start them on their health and fitness journey. So I just want to encourage you today, you still have 12 hours. So you can do this. And I want to encourage each and every one of you that you can. So just make sure that you are keeping track of all the conversations you've ever had with people, whether you are doing TeamZ or Google Streak, or if you are messy, paper and pencil like me. Like, I just found a list. It's so embarrassing, but I found a list last night of like all these people. And I was like, and I just messaged like 6 of them. And if I had not written those names down, I would never have gotten back to them. Like, you think you will because they're in Messenger and you'll scroll back. But as you grow in the business, you have so many people you're communicating with. So just make sure you're writing down everybody you've ever talked to, so that at times like this, you can go back and say, hey, is this a better time? So I just want to encourage each and every one of you to invite today. I would love to challenge you to invite at least 5 to 10 people today and share here in our comment feed. Write down, tell us who are those names of those 5 to 10 people that you're inviting today. And, you can always throw out an incentive too, like, hey, anybody who signs up today, will send you a prize, and that could be like the two flavors of the beach bars, like the people want to try them, the peanut butter one and the almond one, or a couple samples of different Shakeology flavors, or an inexpensive tank top, from Ross or Marshalls or whatever. So, don't be afraid to do that. You can do that in a post. Like anybody who, have you been waiting to join me? Today I'm offering a prize for anybody who signs up to work with me in August, whatever. And then those of you who have met Success Club, this is a great time to start, priming the pump for August, so getting your list together of the people who you are going to send a link to tomorrow. And then you can start working on hitting Success Club early in August, right? So that when Crazy Town happens, August 13th and 16th, and whenever your kids are going back to school, maybe you'll already have hit Success Club by those dates, and you can be totally present as everything gets nutty, right? So just want to encourage you both not to give up for this month, but then also to start pouring into next month early, like now. Like I was so glad that I hit Success Club early this month so that I could just be a little bit more casual about business and be really present for my kids and their needs for the summer.
Amethyst, such great advice. You're doing such a great job of getting your business, setting your business schedule and hitting your goals early and really focusing on being present. I continue to still struggle with that. So what a great example that is.
Well, it's hard. Thank you for that. But yeah, I mean, definitely it's, yeah, just had another conversation about it last night. Yeah. But I also I even told my husband, I said, I just need, if you want to spend time with me, then just say, hey, let's spend time with each other. I can't read your mind. So if you're if you're in the other part of the house, I don't know, that means that you want to spend time with me. That to me, that means, oh, you're doing something that you need to do, So I think the conversation is always an important one, and here you can see my little apple eater over here. I asked her in the summer, hey, would you rather me work in pockets of time, or would you rather me work 3 hours in the morning? So I tried to just keep that communication open. I know it's a struggle for all of us, but like everything in life, communication is the key, right? So just keep talking with your family.
Awesome. I mean, such good advice. I think sometimes we forget to include our family, and then they struggle with the fact that we're constantly working and busy and on the phone. Let me address my son who just walked in. Say hi to everybody on my call.
Hello.
That's my son. He's going to the beach today and going surfing. So hang tight for 1 second. Amethyst, if there's anything else you want to share, or Jenna, you want to share, I just need a few seconds here.
Jenna, do you have any questions?
I'm sure I have 50. I meant to write them down, and of course I didn't. But I have actually a random question, since I only have one coach in my business right now, who's my sister, who has signed up under me. So I feel like I'm still learning, all the coaching stuff. And so we have a mutual friend, actually a friend of hers, who reached out to me about the programs and wanted to start. And so then my sister was in contact with her and said, oh, well, maybe you should go through me. And my sister has been a part of a multi-level marketing company before. So she, said, ask your upline, and of course, all these phrases are ones I'm still learning myself. But anyway, in a case like that, what benefits me and my sister? I think she wanted to know what benefited me the most. And my guess was, since I hadn't hit Success Club, if this friend was to sign up, I'd want her to sign up under me, right? It wouldn't really benefit me at this point if she signed up under my sister, would it? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it could go either way. Could you close that window, please? Since you hadn't met Success Club, yeah, that is a great goal. But it also could be helping your sister build her business, so if somebody, I was listening to a call, something about volume is volume. So volume is good no matter where it is, whether it's under you or it's under your coach.
Okay.
But it just depends on what your goal is at your, right now. So if you are trying to hit Success Club and it doesn't matter to your sister, then yeah, I would have them sign up under you. But if you had already hit Success Club, for example, then I would have your sister.
So if I have my husband order the 3 boxes of Beach Bars and I can get my points, then it could be wise to have her sign up under my sister. Okay. Thank you. Perfect. I will tell her that.
One other little thing that I just want to make sure that everybody knows, we've mentioned it before, but I know we've had new coaches. And by the way, I wanted to welcome, we have new coach, Nicole and Rebecca, that joined me this week. So happy that they are joining our team. And just what you said, Kendra, trying to find the right balance of education without blowing their mind and making them feel overwhelmed is like, I'm still trying to figure that out. So hopefully as a team, we can all, everybody, even new coaches, can chime in, like what would have been more beneficial for us to say or not say. I think everybody's a different kind of learner, but because we have new people coming in all the time, I want to make sure everybody opts into the cruise. This is off topic, but I just want to make sure everybody knows that by that you will not receive an invitation for the cruise next spring to the Bahamas unless you say, hey, I'd like an invitation. So this is the first time it's done this way. And if you sign up, there's no obligation, no financial obligation to go. It just means if you earn enough Success Club points, whatever that number is that they determine on their own, we don't know what that is, then you will receive an invitation. And Jenna, you'll get an invitation in the mailbox in your email. You'll be like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And you'll either say, yes, I want to go. I'm registering right now. Or, oh, we can't go that weekend. Thanks anyway. That's it. It just puts the ball in your hands. And so I just want everyone on our team to go in and opt in. It takes 1 minute or less, and just say, hey, I'd love to be considered for an invitation. And then if you get the invitation, you accept the invitation, all your Success Club points for this past year will equate to dollars and help you pay for the very, very discounted room that they offer, which is $1,300. So every Success Club point you get, I believe, is $10 towards that. So 130 Success Club points over the course of a year would help you pay for the entire room. So I just want everybody to know that. Please opt in. But we only have less than a minute, Kendra, so feel free to wrap us up.
Okay, awesome, you guys. And what Amethyst said about the cruise is awesome. One thing we can almost guarantee, if you hit Success Club 5 every single month, you will most likely always get an invitation to the next year's Success Club trip. And that is motivation to do that. They're amazing trips, and we should be getting our invitation soon. Is it in the fall? Doesn't it come in the fall? Or is it January? I don't know. But they're usually like a year and a half ahead. So it's all good. You want to be a part of that. Thank you for being on today. Like Amethyst said, do not let this month finish out without giving as many invites as you can. And super excited to just connect over with people over this next week with all of you. Post below if you think you're coming to the retreat and the names of the invites from today that you're going to do. Okay? Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.